Now, Brian Wilson, Mary Catherine Ham, Brian Neiman, today's newsmakers, and you, the Morning Majority. 101.9 AM 630. WMAL.
8:37 on the Morning Majority. We are joined by Andrew Breitbart. Now, Andrew, I cannot believe, and people who are listening, you just need to stop what you're doing and listen to this story because it's sort of unbelievable. Andrew, of course, you were very involved in sort of bringing forward some facts and some evidence in the Anthony Weiner case that led to the congressman walking away from his post. And so you're in town, you're at Cafe Milano, you're having dinner. Pick up the story.
Well, I'm showing off Cafe Milano to my friend Kent from Los Angeles, who wanted a taste of my life when I come to D.C. I say it's crazy. It's different than my life in L.A., where I have 4 kids and a pretty normal life. And I said, Cafe Milano is the see and be seen place. We went there pretty late. I think we were there at around 10 o'clock at night on Friday. And it was, it just wasn't at capacity. It wasn't like your typical, you know, Thursday night there, or Tuesday night, or whatever the popular night is. And we were just settling our bill, and my friend Ken said, "You will not believe who just sat down 2 tables away from us, and the table in between us was empty." I said, "Who?" He says, "Anthony Weiner and his wife."
Oh my God!
I don't believe it. I do not believe it. And at that moment, I look over there, and there are 4 people, 2 of whom are situating their chairs now conspicuously to put their backs to us. And I assume that those were Huma and Anthony. I left the place, somewhat startled by it. Never actually saw their faces. Had to trust that my friend that Kent was telling the truth. All I did during that period of time was call my wife up in Los Angeles, and I asked what I needed to ask. What do I do? And her response was, do nothing. Pay your bill and leave. And that's what we did.
Wow.
Smart wife.
Yeah, I think it's probably the right move.
I mean, what was going through your head when you realized that this weird, coincidence had occurred?
Well, there were so many weird coincidences that happened in the Anthony Weiner thing. First of all, the fact that I, saw the original retweet of him of the image of him in his underwear.
Right.
The weirdness that 10 days before we got a tip of the woman who eventually came forward, Megan Broussard, with the second set of photographs that caused him to actually step down. And so those were just some weird coincidences to begin with. And to find out after the fact, after the dinner, that this was his first return to Washington, D.C., given the fact that I don't live here, I've probably been to Milano 4 times in my life, the chances that we would be both there at the same time, his first return, I thought was pretty strange.
Yeah, but it is interesting, though. I mean, as you said, Cafe Milano, a place to be seen, and he's there. So everybody can kind of see him on a weeknight with his wife. That's just a little side note.
I think we discovered that was a characteristic of his 6 months ago.
That's right.
Frequently being seen.
Hey, I heard you had an encounter with somebody at Occupy Wall Street down here in D.C.
I did, actually. I went to the AFP event of the much attacked, Koch brothers, and apparently I just found out that David Koch was walking through the crowd that attacked a couple of old ladies and and stopped it from the AFP attendees from being able to exit the convention center on Friday night. But that was after I had my confrontation with a group of people. I went out there and started to hand out dollar bills to them because ultimately that's what it comes down to.
You weren't trying to stir the pot anywhere, were you, at all?
You went down there to make it rain?
I'm not involved in that. I'm just trying to get rid of the middleman. I'm just trying to be sensible here.
Just hand it out.
Yeah, we had Carrie Pickett on. She said that Koch they were walking through the crowd and nobody noticed who they were.
I find that to be just, I don't know David. I've met David Koch before. I've met Charles Koch before, and you wonder how people become billionaires. Well, for that guy to have the intestinal fortitude to walk through Occupy D.C. Through the crowd while outside they're chanting his name, and there's like a big anti-Coke, dirigible, just this massive, thing outside. I said that takes a spine, and I'm impressed by that.
Well, certainly they recognized you, didn't they?
Oh yes, these people secretly adore me, but they don't outwardly express it in ways that they should.
Mm-hmm.
I actually found them to be a little bit. Look, I've gone to Occupy Los Angeles. I've gone to Occupy D.C. now, and a lot of these young people, are not violent, but somehow there's become a crime wave that these people aren't willing to repudiate.
Right.
There's been rapes that we've reported the mainstream media won't talk about. There's been countless, violent incidences. It seems that they have a strong desire to try and provoke the police to cause rioting or something. I'm not particularly sure why these people are not held to the same scrutiny that the peaceful and cleans after itself Tea Party was kept to by the mainstream media for the last 3 years.
Yeah, it is strange. So, the next time you're in town, give us a heads up, and we'll send a reporter out there to see if, there's any kind of commotion or if there's any, buddy famous who you meet up with in your past or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. I'd like to have, I'd have taken them to Cafe Milano because ultimately they want my money. I could have just bought them a pork chop and everybody, I think we would have
Are we even now?
Yeah, I've done my part.
All right, Andrew. Good to talk to you as always. Appreciate you coming on.
Okay, thanks.